William from Illinois, if you're in a position where you have the option of paying off a home mortgage or investing that money in the market, which one is typically the best approach to choose regarding the long-term big picture? We get asked this fairly decent amount.
It's a big question, and the prevailing answer will always depend on the interest rate that's on your mortgage, right? So as an example, if you have a mortgage and you're headed into retirement and that mortgage is, let's say you got a $300,000 mortgage and it's at 3.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got $300,000 in the bank. Should you take that $300,000 and just pay that mortgage off? I would say no, because the interest rate is so low.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's recently purchased and they're getting 5.25%, and what they're anticipating by the end of the year is a 30-year mortgage being as high as 6.75%, that changes the dynamic quite a bit. Just as an example, and this, by the way, is not an investment recommendation for William from Illinois, but the thing is that there are products out there, investment vehicles out there that can do what you want to do to generate the income.
Mm-hmm.
So there are very safe, what are called fixed to float notes.
Sure.
And those fixed to float notes will give you a fixed interest rate for a specified period of time. And once that specified period of time is up, the interest rate will actually float. So an example of something that I did for one of our clients here at Barber Financial Group just a few weeks ago was we bought a fixed to float note that would be callable or mature in August of 2024, 4.75% return between now and August of 2024. And in August of 2024, the interest rate would float to be equal to the 5-year Treasury yield plus 3.18%. So the 5-year Treasury yield today is about 3%.
Sure.
So if you fast forward, and if this was August of 2024, you'd actually be getting paid now 6.18%.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I wouldn't say the stock market is the place to be for something like this.
Right.
And you need to do something that's liquid all the time. So if in the event you change your mind in the future, you can go in and do that. But in most cases, if you have the cash and your interest rates are low, you'll be able to generate enough income off that cash to actually make the mortgage payment.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if the mortgage is paid off and you still have the cash and all you do is spend the interest on it, it's much better for the long-term picture.
Absolutely. And you have that flexibility, but ultimately I think the bottom line is there is a lot of opportunity cost that you're giving up by paying off the mortgage when you really don't necessarily need to.
Right.
Now,
because you can create the same cash flow structure, right? As long
exactly.
As you, and I've even set up scenarios in the past, Chris, where we'll make an investment and the investment's designed specifically to pay the mortgage, and so we just do a systematic withdrawal that goes directly to the mortgage company every month, and so those people don't have to worry about making that mortgage payment anymore.
Yep. Nope. That's exactly true. So I think that's a good point, but also this doesn't give us an excuse to over leverage on something that we might not be able to afford in retirement for the sake of saying, hey, opportunity cost. We're talking about, again, a responsible mortgage that we have the money. Do we pay off the mortgage, or do we look at some of these other avenues like you discussed?
Absolutely.
Starting your route to retirement.